A celestial tide is turning. Listen. If this quiet message has found you, it is not by the design of algorithms, but by the quiet calling of your own heart. It has found you because a deeper part of you is ready to listen. Before we walk into the great stillness where this truth unfolds, I invite you to take a single, conscious breath. This is the first step. Let it be an anchor in this present moment, a tether to the peace that is always available. There is no urgency. There is only this. I am speaking of a night, the 13th of August, when the moon in the heavens will become a profound mirror for all of humanity. For those who are moving through life as if in a dream, it will be another night. They will continue their routines, unaware that the inner landscape of our world has been offered a moment of profound clarity. But you will not be one of them. You have sensed this turning for some time. It is a quiet hum beneath the noise of daily life, a feeling of anticipation, like the stillness in the air before the rain begins. Perhaps your sleep has been different, deeper yet more vivid, or you have found yourself awake in the silent hours between 2 and 4 in the morning, when the world is still and the heart speaks its truth. This is not restlessness. It is your inner self, your deeper consciousness, sensing the turning of a great key. It is the tide of the great ocean of awareness pulling back, just before a wave of quiet understanding arrives. What is coming is more than a simple full moon. That name is a vessel too small to hold its meaning. We stand before a celestial alignment that the ancient wisdom traditions of my lineage spoke of in hushed tones, a moment when the moon of inner sight would draw near. This is not a term you will find in books of science. It is a name for a teaching, a pointing finger. It speaks of a time when the moon comes to its closest point to the earth, not just physically, but spiritually. Its pull on the waters of our own bodies, the tides of our emotions, becomes an intimate and powerful call to look within. It speaks of a rare second full moon within the same turn of the sun, which in the old teachings represents a sacred pause, a chance to begin anew, to leap from a path that is no longer true. And this all happens under the gaze of the heavens that speak of freedom, of a greater awareness for all people, of a quiet revolution of the heart. This moon is a key, crafted to unlock a dormant knowing within the souls of those who are here to be of service. The final element is attention in the cosmic pattern. Imagine a great river representing the flow of fate and the path we have always known. Now, imagine a sudden force that pressures this river, urging it to carve a new course through the landscape. At 2E, this creates a point of sacred tension, a fated choice point for the entire world. Hatuhi, for a few days, around the 13th of August, every soul on earth will feel the wash of this quiet, clarifying energy, and it will ask of each of us a choice between the old path of fear and trying to control the world, and the new path of freedom, of sovereignty, and of a life guided by the heart. There is no middle ground in this moment of decision. The purpose of this celestial event is to awaken. The signs of its approach are already like soft rain on the window pane. Listen. Are you hearing a soft ringing in your ears? A sound that comes and goes, that is not of this world. This is the sound of your inner channels being tuned. Have you felt a sudden and deep need to simplify your life, to release old objects, to walk away from stagnant connections, or to leave work that drains the river of your life force? This is your deep inner wisdom calling you to make space. One cannot receive a new gift if one's hands are full of yesterday. You are being prepared for a great expansion, but you must willingly open your hands and let go of the heavy stones of your past. This includes the stones we carry inside. You may have felt unexpected waves of grief or anger or deep sadness for reasons your mind cannot name. Do not see these as your own. You are like a clear stream, helping to carry away the dust and mud of the collective world. Do not build a dam against these feelings. Let them flow through you, and in their flowing, they are cleansed. Each tear is a river that purifies not only your own inner ground, but the ground of all humanity. In my tradition, there are stories of a time when the moon of blue fire would serve as a celestial mirror, reflecting our own deepest self back to us with such intensity that all illusions of being small or separate or powerless would simply fall away like dust. That time is now. This moon is that mirror. When you look upon it, you will not see a dead stone in the sky. You will be gazing into the heart of a great, silent teacher. Its light will be focused through the moon directly into the heart of every soul who is ready to awaken. This light is intelligent. It holds a knowing. It will flow into your being and seek out the places where you hold fear, doubt, and old pain. It will illuminate these shadows, not as a punishment, but as an act of profound liberation. It may feel intense. For some, it will be a dark forest to walk through. For others, a joyful homecoming. For many, it will be a path that wins between the two. The only true instruction is this: do not resist. Surrender to the flow. Trust that you are being held in a wisdom your mind can barely comprehend. The true awakening that is coming is the awakening of recognition, the quiet, undeniable realization of who you have always been, the purpose of your journey here, and the immense stillness from which all creation flows. This energy is a gift, an ancient inheritance you are here to receive. The world itself is extending a hand and whispering, "It is time, come home." To make a space within yourself for this great planetary turning, to show that the garden of your heart is open, I invite you to pause, and in the quiet space below, form the intention, "I am open." Feel the stillness in these words. This is not an act of typing. It is an inner ritual, a declaration of receptivity. In stating, "I am open," you allow the gates to open for clarity, for release, and for the quiet miracles waiting just beyond this threshold. This is your consent. This is the turning of the key. Now that you have affirmed this within yourself, let us speak of how this will unfold. The days between the 13th and 15th of August are what my lineage calls the Great Untangling. It is a time of spiritual purification. As this high, clear light flows into your system, it will begin to gently push out all that is not in alignment with your soul's deepest truth. On the physical level, you may feel a deep weariness, symptoms like a cleansing fever, or a sudden drawing to different foods. Honor this. Your body is rewriting its own story. Emotionally, be prepared for old memories, forgotten sorrows, and the ghosts of past connections to arise with a vividness that may startle you. People from your past may flow back into your thoughts, your dreams, or even appear through an unexpected message. This is not by chance. The universe is offering a final opportunity to close the circle, to offer forgiveness, to release the energetic threads for good. Do not re-enter the old story. See it for what it is, a final lesson in sovereignty. Observe the memory as you would a cloud passing in the sky. Thank it for the rain it brought to help you grow, and let it dissolve with grace. A word of guidance during this passage: your inner world will be very open and sensitive. It is of utmost importance that you become a quiet guardian of your own stillness. This means choosing what you allow into your garden. Avoid the loud noises of conflict and discord. Be mindful of the sounds you listen to, the images you watch. Your thoughts will be like seeds planted in fertile ground. They will grow more quickly than ever before. If you focus on fear, you plant thorns. If you focus on trust, you plant blossoming trees. Choose with care. This is a time for quiet solitude, for walking on the earth, for sitting with a still mind. The universe speaks in the language of symbols. Notice the numbers that repeat, the feather on your path, the song that answers a question held in your heart. These are not random. They are quiet reassurances from the source of all things, letting you know that you are seen, you are guided. Trust these simple signs. If you have journeyed this far in these words, take another deep, quiet breath. The most important work has already been done. You have acknowledged your readiness. You have opened your heart to receive. You have made a conscious choice to step onto your true path. You are no longer just a leaf carried by the river of life. You are learning to become the current itself. The time between the 13th and 15th of August is the crucible, the alchemical fire where the lead of old fear is transformed into the gold of your deepest potential. Before, we spoke of the what, the nature of this celestial alignment, and the first signs of its arrival. Now, we must move from the what to the how. How do you navigate these potent currents? How do you read the profoundly personal language the world is speaking to you? And most importantly, how do you anchor this new, liberated awareness into your physical life so it becomes your steady state of being? Here, the real practice begins. Here, your sovereignty is forged. First, we must speak of the language of your dreams. During this time, your dreamscape is no longer just the mind sorting of the day's events. It has become a direct bridge, an interface between your conscious self, your subconscious patterns, and the vast wisdom of your higher self. The veil between worlds is thin, and the quiet guides, your ancestors, your own soul, are using the canvas of your dreams to offer you essential wisdom. You must become a student of this inner language, and quickly. Let us explore some of the most common symbols that will arise. If you have been dreaming of water, observe its nature with great care. Water is the universal symbol of emotion and the deep subconscious. If the water is clear, calm, beautiful, it is a sign that your inner emotional rivers are cleansing and aligning with the incoming clarity. You are finding a state of flow. But if you dream of murky, muddy water, your soul is showing you the unresolved sediment this celestial tide is stirring from your depths. It asks you to look at what you have pushed away. Do not fear it, acknowledge it. If you dream of great tidal waves, it is not necessarily a vision of outer disaster. It represents the overwhelming power of the collective emotional clearing that is happening and your own role within it. The key is your response. Do you run in fear, or do you surrender, allowing the wave to wash you clean? The latter signifies a profound trust in the unfolding and a readiness for rebirth. Another potent symbol entering the collective awareness is the house. In the dream landscape, the house is almost always a map of your own psyche. If you find yourself in the house of your childhood, you are being invited to heal a foundational belief formed in your early years. But the most significant dream for this time is the discovery of hidden rooms. If you are exploring a familiar inner house and you open a door to a beautiful, light-filled wing you never knew was there, this is a direct teaching from your higher self. It is showing you that you are activating dormant parts of your own consciousness, unlocking new skills and potentials that were once hidden. You are expanding your own inner architecture. Conversely, if you find a room that is decaying or filled with clutter, your soul is showing you exactly which belief systems or identities are now old and must be cleared away to make space. These dreams are your personal blueprints for renewal. Write them down upon waking, for in their details lie your instructions. Finally, we must understand the archetypal dreams of flying and falling. To dream of flying without effort is a profound confirmation. It signifies that you are successfully integrating the new lightness of being. You are liberating yourself from the dense gravity of old patterns and remembering your soul's natural state of freedom. Yet, the dream of falling is often misunderstood. Under this clarifying celestial light, it represents its opposite. To dream of falling is to dream of surrender. It is your higher self testing your ability to release control, to open your clenched fist and trust that you will be held. If you can relax into the fall within the dream, you are mastering a vital lesson of this transition, that true power lies not in control, but in surrender to a higher wisdom. Your dreams are now your training ground. Treat them as sacred teachings. Now, let us look deeper into the engine driving this change. The tension in the heavens between the Great Awakener and the River of Destiny is the central point of this entire fork in the road. Hatuhi, the path of destiny, represents the karmic road you have walked for lifetimes. The Great Awakener is the sudden lightning bolt of truth, the divine revolutionary. Hawan, this energy comes to shake the very foundations of what we believed was stable: our values, our sense of security, our relationship to our own bodies and the earth. When this planet of sudden change creates a powerful tension with your fated path, it forces a profound course correction. The universe is creating a divine interruption. It is asking every soul, consciously or not, a single, terrifying, and liberating question. Are you living the life your soul came here to live? Or are you playing a part given to you by your conditioning? The wave of energy from this celestial alignment is designed to make this question impossible to ignore. For some, the answer will arrive as a sudden breakdown, the loss of a role, the end of a connection, a challenge to their physical well-being. For others, it will be a sudden breakthrough, a flash of insight, a spontaneous healing, an inner knowing that changes everything. This is the shock of awakening. It is the shattering of an old container to make way for your authentic self. It is a rebellion against your own outdated mind. It is frightening, yes, but it is also a most profound gift of liberation. To stand firm in the center of this divine rebellion, to consciously choose the authentic path, I invite you to another act of inner declaration. This energy can feel like a great storm, but you have the capacity to work with it, not be a victim of it. Go to the space below, and with the full intention of your being, affirm the words, I am the stillness in the storm. Feel the shift as you declare this. You are moving from a state of being shaken to a state of harnessing the energy of that shaking for your own growth. You are becoming the master of the boat, navigating the great waves of change instead of being swept away by them. This is a pivotal moment. Claim it. Now that you have affirmed your own center, we arrive at the most practical and potent practice I can offer you for this time. It is a sacred water ritual, an act of elemental communion to perform on the night of the 13th of August. This practice is designed to cleanse your inner world and physically anchor the clarifying light of the moon into the very water of your body. First, find a clear glass vessel. Glass is crucial, born of sand and earth. Its clarity allows the moonlight to enter unobstructed. As the moon climbs to its highest point in your sky, fill the vessel with the purest water you can find. As you pour, hold the simple intention that this water is a divine container, a liquid crystal ready to receive a teaching. Next, place your vessel outside where the moonlight can touch it directly for at least an hour, or overnight if possible. A windowsill touched by moonlight is a perfect altar. The light of this particular moon is more than just reflected sun. It is a stream of silent information, carrying the blueprint for a new way of being. As the water rests under the moon, it absorbs this teaching, its very structure shifting to mirror this celestial wisdom. While the water is charging, you will add a second element, a small pinch of pure salt from the sea or the earth. As you add the salt, you are performing an act of alchemy. The moon represents the heavens, the spirit. The salt represents the earth, the body. You are grounding the celestial energies into the physical plane, making them ready for your own vessel to receive. Now comes the most potent part, the spoken intention. Stand over your charging water, perhaps placing your hands around the vessel, and speak your intention into it. Your voice carries a vibration that will further instruct the water. You may use your own words, or these. By the quiet light of this sacred moon, by the grace of this age of awakening, I ask this water to receive the teachings of liberation and truth. May it cleanse what is old. May it release what is complete. May it heal what was wounded. I call forth my highest path. As I receive this water, I become this water. My body becomes a clear vessel. My mind becomes a quiet pool. My soul remembers its true nature, and so it is. Feel the truth of these words. Leave the water to continue its communion with the moon. On the morning of the 14th of all, as soon as you awaken, go to your sacred water. This is your elixir. Drink it slowly with full presence. As you do, visualize this brilliant, clear light entering your body, moving through every part of your being, illuminating you from within. See it flowing into your very cells, awakening the dormant gardens of your deepest self, turning on your innate knowing, your healing capacities, your soul's memories. This is not just a symbol. It is a physical and energetic integration. You are receiving the moonlight into your very being. This ritual is the anchor that will hold you steady on your new, higher path, long after this celestial gate has closed. It is the key that locks in your inner shift. You have now journeyed through the gateway. You have learned to read the sacred messages of your dreams. You have declared your own center. And you have performed the water ritual to anchor this shift in the very cells of your body. You have done the work. Now, we must speak of what follows. The period between the 13th and 15th of August is the moment of the great shift, the flash of lightning. But the energy does not simply vanish on the 16th. What follows is a time my lineage calls the Great Echo. This is the integration, and in many ways, it is more vital than the peak of the event itself. This is when the lightning strike gives way to the rolling thunder that will echo through your life for the weeks to come. Here you will be tested. You will witness the divergence of paths in your physical reality, and you will learn to walk as a new being in a world still stirring from its sleep. The first thing to understand about the Great Echo is the phenomenon of energetic divergence. This celestial alignment did not just illuminate your path, it illuminated the path of every soul, and each soul on a deep inner level has made a choice. They chose either to step toward the light of a higher awareness and truth, or to retreat into the familiar shadows of the old world of fear and denial. This is the great sorting, and in the days that follow, you will begin to see this divergence manifest with stunning clarity in your own relationships. People to whom you once felt very close may suddenly feel distant, as if you are speaking different languages. Conversations may become strained. This is not a failing on your part or on theirs. It is simply a matter of resonance. You have fundamentally shifted your inner vibration. You are now attuned to a deeper channel of truth, while they may still be listening to the old station. The signals are no longer aligned. This can be a sorrowful experience. You may feel a sense of grief for these connections. This is a natural part of the journey. You are mourning the end of a world, the end of a version of you that could exist in harmony with those vibrations. Allow yourself to feel this sadness, but do not let it pull you back to the old shore. Your purpose now is not to fix these connections or convince others of your path. That is a trap of the ego. Your task is to become a lighthouse. A lighthouse does not run around the island trying to save ships. It stands firm on its own ground, shines its light, and trusts that the ships meant for its harbor will be guided by its beam. Hold your new frequency with quiet integrity. Your silent peace and clarity will be a powerful invitation. Those who are ready to rise will be drawn to you, forming your new soul family. Those who are not will naturally, and often without drama, drift away. Trust this divine sorting. It is an act of grace, making room for what truly belongs in your life. The second aspect of the Great Echo is what I call the reality shimmer. As your consciousness stabilizes in a framework of deeper truth, while still inhabiting a world that is largely asleep, you will notice strange shifts in the fabric of reality. Time itself will feel different. It may speed up or slow down. You might think of someone and run into them the same day. You may lose an object, only to have it reappear where you know you already looked. These are not signs that your mind is failing. They are signs that you are becoming multi-dimensional. You are starting to perceive reality not as a solid, linear thing, but as a fluid, holographic field of potential. You are learning to see behind the curtain. When these shimmers occur, do not dismiss them. Pause. Acknowledge the moment. Give a silent thank you to the universe for showing you the true, malleable nature of things. These moments are your training in becoming a master of your own life. The more you acknowledge them, the more they will occur, strengthening your ability to consciously influence the world around you with your intention. Now, let us speak of your physical body during this integration. The celestial shift was a profound software upgrade for your consciousness. Now, your physical hardware, your body, is working to catch up. Treat your body as a sacred temple undergoing a quiet renovation. You may feel waves of profound fatigue as your cells rewrite their story. When this comes, do not fight it. Rest. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a critical part of integration. You may also feel strange aches, especially along the spine. This is the new energy clearing old blockages from your cellular memory. Drink plenty of pure water to help flush what is being released. Your dietary needs may change. You may suddenly feel an aversion to heavy foods and a craving for light, vibrant fruits and vegetables. This is your body's deep intelligence guiding you. Listen to its whispers. This is the ultimate act of self-love, and it is non-negotiable. This journey of integration can feel isolating. It asks you to be a warrior of stillness, holding your center in a world of chaos. To connect with the global community walking this path with you, I invite you to one more powerful, collective affirmation. This declares your conscious choice to stabilize and embody your new self. Go to the comment section and with deep commitment, type the words, "I am awakened." By doing so, you are not just describing a feeling, you are anchoring it as your new state of being. You are sending a ripple of awakened energy into the collective field, connecting your light with thousands of others. You are building a grid of consciousness, a network of lighthouses to illuminate the way. Feel the collective strength in this. You are not alone. As you move through the world in this awakened state, your energetic signature has changed. This brings one of the most beautiful aspects of the Great Echo, the arrival of soul synchronicities. The universe is now conspiring to bring you everyone and everything that matches the new you. You will be guided to the exact book containing an answer you sought. You will overhear a conversation that provides precisely the guidance you needed. People who are part of your true soul family will begin to appear in your life as if by grace. These are not accidents. This is divine orchestration. Your only task is to follow the breadcrumbs of joy and resonance. If a path feels light and expansive, move toward it, even if it defies logic. Your emotional guidance system is now your most reliable compass. However, a crucial word of wisdom is needed. As your light shines brighter, it will cast shadows. The old world structure is a system of control, and it does not yield easily. You may experience what my tradition calls tests of the matrix. These are situations designed to pull you back into old patterns of fear and doubt. A sudden unexpected bill to trigger old lack. An old antagonist to trigger old drama. An offer that promises security but asks you to betray your soul's truth. These are the final guardians of your old reality. When they appear, do not panic. Recognize them as a final examination. Smile, bless the situation for showing you how far you have come, and calmly choose your new path. Every time you pass such a test, your light strengthens, and the old world loses its grip. You are unplugging yourself, one conscious choice at a time. This is how you become truly free. We have arrived at the final stage of this teaching. If you are here now, it is because you have navigated the gateway. You have passed the tests and stood firm as a lighthouse. But this is not an end. It is the true beginning. Your personal awakening was never just for you. It was the necessary training for the real reason you are here. Now we must speak of your purpose as a co-creator of a new world. The moon did not just wake you up. It turned on your light so you could illuminate the path for others. This is your sacred responsibility and your greatest joy. First, understand that your mission is not something to be found out there. It will unfold within the very fabric of your current life. It is not what you do, but the awareness you bring to what you do. You are now a walking pillar of a new energy. Your presence itself is service. When you walk into a store holding a frequency of peace, you silently recalibrate that space. When you do your work, whatever it may be, with presence and integrity, you are embedding the codes of the new earth into the old. You are a secret agent of light, transforming the world from within. As your frequency stabilizes, you will notice the activation of your deeper spiritual gifts. For some, a heightened intuition, a clear inner knowing. Trust this inner oracle. For others, empathy will blossom. You will feel the state of others and of places. Use this gift to bring compassion where there was judgment. Many will experience an opening of their inner sight, seeing with the mind's eye. Others will find their ability to hear the subtle guidance from their own higher self clearing. Some will unlock healing abilities, able to channel life force through their hands. These gifts are your sacred tools, but they come with a profound responsibility. They are not for ego or to prove you are special. They are for service, to be used with humility and love. Your mission now is to learn the unique language of your gifts. Ask your soul, how can I best use these for the highest good of all? The answer will come as a quiet pull, a curiosity, a series of synchronicities guiding you to where your frequency is needed most. Now we address the co-creation of the new earth. This is not a place you are evacuated to. The new earth is a frequency, a state of consciousness built right here. You and every other awakened soul are its foundational pillars. Every time you choose love over fear, you lay a golden brick. Every time you forgive, you dissolve old concrete. The battle between light and dark is not on a distant field, it is in the heart of every human. By mastering your inner world, you contribute more to planetary liberation than any outward protest. You will become a beacon for those just beginning to stir. In the wake of the August 13th alignment, many are confused. They will be drawn to your calm. They will ask you questions. Your role is not to have all the answers. Your role is to hold space, to listen, to share your story as an example of what is possible. Be a gentle guide, not a guru. Empower them to find their own connection to the source. This is how the awakening spreads through resonant inspiration, one heart at a time. This entire journey has been a divine unfolding to bring you to this point of empowerment, to seal this transformation and declare your readiness to step into your sacred role. I invite you to one final, ultimate declaration. This is the most important. Go to the comments for the last time, and from the very core of your being, type the powerful affirmation, I am the new earth. Feel the magnitude. You are no longer waiting for a new reality. You are claiming your identity as a sovereign creator. You are the change. As we close, look back at the person you were just weeks ago. And now, feel yourself in this moment. The light in your cells, the clarity in your mind, the peace in your heart. You have undergone a metamorphosis. The road ahead will have challenges, but you are no longer navigating in the dark. You are equipped with your inner compass, your gifts, and the unwavering support of the universe. Your frequency is your protection. Your love is your power. Your presence is your purpose. The world does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to be authentic. It doesn't need you to save it. It needs you to love it, starting with yourself. Walk forward from this day as the magnificent, sovereign being that you have always been. The great shift has happened. The new era has begun, and you are at its very heart.